Hello. So today I'm going to take you through the process of self-breast examination. There are two common ways to examine your breast. The first method is called the circular method, and the second one is called the wedge method. To perform the circular method, all you have to do is to identify your three middle fingers, which is your index finger, the tall finger, and the ring finger. Once you are able to identify these three fingers, you put them close to your breast, which is the opposite breast to that hand. For example, if you are using your right hand to examine, you will be examining your left hand. You start by placing those three fingers, those three middle fingers, just underneath your armpit, and then the method in which you go is from surface to deep, meaning that you examine the surface, you press a little bit inside to examine the middle area, and then press deeper to examine the deep area. You start by placing your hands under your armpit, and then you go surface, middle, deep, surface, middle, deep. And while you do that, you are scrolling in a circular motion towards your nipple, starting from underneath your armpit. So you go from underneath your armpit down, tracing your breast to the lateral part. You trace your breast, you bring it down to just above your nipple, above the fold in your breast. Just around the fold in your breast. You take it to the side, hop again, and then there you go again, going round. So as you go round and round in a circular motion, you're going towards your nipple. At the end of the examination, you're going to land on your nipple. Once you get to your nipple area, you press, and you want to take note of whatever it is that is coming out of your breast area. Usually, if you are breastfeeding, it is normal for you to see a whitish fluid or a sort of milky fluid coming out of your breast. On the same end, if you are pregnant, it's likely that you will also find a sort of milky discharge from your breast. However, when you should start feeling concern is when you're not pregnant and you are also not breastfeeding, but you discover that you're having discharge from your breast. Well, this can be a differential diagnosis of some sort of hormonal imbalance, but aside from this, you could also want to seek for help from your primary health provider. After pressing your nipple, you want to see the color or the nature of the fluid that is coming out of your nipple. Is it white? Is it green? Is it bloody? Is it yellow? Is it smelling? You want to know the texture. You want to know the content of what is coming out of your nipple. If you detect any form of mass, any form of lump, any mass looking like a bean, anything looking like a protrusion, you could want to notice a retraction, as if a part of your skin is pulling inside. You will want to take note of this and report to your primary health provider as soon as possible. While doing this, it is usually advised to stand in front of a mirror for proper visualization. So in this case, if you are able to properly visualize your breast and you see that there is some sort of hardness, or you're experiencing some sort of retraction, as I mentioned earlier, when there is like a dimple on your skin or your breast area, you want to note that. You also want to note if there is some sort of ulcer or bruise that you cannot remember what could have caused that. You also want to note if the texture of your skin around that area has changed. For example, you could notice like a orange type skin, and that is when the skin usually assumes the texture of the back of an orange. You know how hard and rough it is. You could want to identify that. Once you identify that, please visit your primary health provider. The second method is the wedge method, where you go in the same motion, but this time you'll be going from underneath your armpit, just the way you did in the circular motion. You go down, tracing the edges of your breast, Instead of going in the circular motion around your breast, you immediately go up your breast. You feel it while feeling from surface to deep, and then you come down again, crossing over the nipple area. You go up immediately, you're down, down immediately, you are up, trying to observe for any lump, mass, or any anomaly as earlier discussed. I hope you were able to learn one or two things from this video or from this voice note. Please do not forget to drop your comment, like this video, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that we can reach more viewers. Thank you for your support. See you another time. Bye.